snowflakes! So this is kind of different. I have flying birds over my head. Okay, so this video is going to be for musicians or songwriters or just anyone that likes to express their feelings and needs an outlet. For me, sorry my voice is so shot. I was going to do a singing video today and it would have been much cooler with the MacBook. I'm probably going to do it tomorrow, but I was singing a lot because I'm doing this thing. So my voice is like killing me. So I can't sing, so I'm going to do this instead. So this is about songwriting. Songwriting has always been there for me since I was a kid. It's been the thing I love most. It's been even more than singing. Songwriting is what really like is my calling and I love it. And not everyone will like the songs, but they help me. Why do I always have to burp when I make videos? Anyways, so songwriting really helps me in general. I feel like it's good for my mental health, and it's just fun, and I love to do it. Like, I feel so much better about situations once I write it down, like, how I'm feeling about it, and, like, make it into a song, because it just feels more productive. Like, it's like, okay, you just wallowed in sadness for 3 days, but an amazing song came out of it, so it justifies it. So for me, being a dramatic, crazy, sad bitch, it's justified when I write awesome songs about how I'm feeling. And I'm always told, stop writing sad songs, and I hate it, because if I'm sad, I'm gonna be fucking sad. When I'm happy, I'll write a damn happy song. So someone make me happy, and then I'll write a happy song. But even when I'm happy, it's weird. I have no inspiration when I'm happy to write a song. I don't know why. I think I'm just a sad song kind of person, or like an angry song kind of person. I don't know. I just write when I'm sad or I'm angry, because it just fuels me. Because when I'm happy, I don't have anything to complain about. Literally, my songs are me complaining. Okay, anyway, but people have asked me, how do you write songs so quickly, so easily, blah, blah, blah. It's really different every time, but so when I'm feeling inspired like that, that's the 4 a.m. writing sessions type thing. Like, I'll literally just, I can't sleep because I have, like, a song in my head, and, like, it's my own song that I'm writing in my head. I'm writing it in my head. I'm thinking, and then it just turns into a song. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it any other way, but pretty much that's what it is for me when it's, like, inspiration striking, which is an artist thing, I feel like, so not everyone is going to have that. So for beginners, this is what I'd recommend. If you're not dealing with a situation and you don't know what to write about and you're like actually trying to just write in general, sometimes what I do when I'm not dealing with something or I'm not feeling inspired is I think of someone else's situations. Like, I can write about a story I've heard, or like drama with a friend of mine that happened with her, or like him, whatever. Or like just anything. Like, you can even go back in the past. Like, you don't have to write about your current relationship, or if you're not in a relationship, you don't have to write about being single. You could write about the past when you were, or the fact that you never have, or whatever. There's so many things you can write about. Like, I have a million different songs that have a million different things. Actually, I have a lot of the same things, but then I have some different things. I literally have a song about writing the same song over and over and over again, because that's what I feel like I do. I get stuck on one thing, and it's like I keep writing songs about it until it gets better, and eventually it gets better, or it doesn't. Then it's a breakup album, but hopefully we won't have to have one of those. Anyways, so songwriting. So I use I guess it's an app, I don't know, like, it's more of a website. It's called Master Writer. For me, it just keeps everything very organized, because you can label songs and whatever. And for me, like, with copywriting and, like, licensing and everything like that, mine has to all be, like, I have to have the exact lyrics word for word, and, like, have it all documented, and, like, it just makes it easier for that process. And it's just good, and it, like, if your computer or phone dies, it saves whatever you wrote without you actually having to save it, which is great, because everything always dies, because I never charge anything. So, that's very convenient for me and my problems. So I write on there, and so far, I think I have over, like, 300 songs on there, 200-300, around, like, there. And then I have songs in books at home. I feel like when I write in books, that's, like, when I'm feeling really old-fashioned and, like, shit's really going down. Like, or, like, the notes sections of my iPhone. That's when, like, shit's hitting hard. Like, we're in a bad place. But when I'm writing on Master Writer, it's when I'm usually not writing about something super-duper, like, that's fucking me up really bad. Like, it's more of, it's just a thought that came to my head. And, like, sometimes songs can be based on just an idea. Like, or you can be listening to another song and it can make you think of something. Like, obviously not stealing something from a song, but like, I listened to like a song and it just made me think of like a similar experience I've had, and like I wrote about mine rather than whatever they were talking about. But other songs can make you think of things that maybe relate to that, and that's why you related and liked that song. So for me, I think of a topic and then I kind of build based on there, I guess. I don't know. I'm an odd writer. Like, it just kind of flows out of me. I probably shouldn't be teaching songwriting when I don't know how to explain it at all. I don't know. It's just the best feeling ever. Like, I wrote a song today and it literally, okay, so example, I wrote a song today called Confessions. And literally the word confessions was just on my mind all day. And I was like, shit. Let me try something. So I sat down and I started writing. And it turned out to be a great song. Like, it was like confessions. So the song starts out like, here. We'll play a little bit of it. Okay, so this is the beginning of the song. Here's my confession. I hate when you say I have an obsession. So I just record them on my phone. It's not the greatest singing because I couldn't sing today, but I still wrote a song because if I can't sing, like, might as well write, and I have to sing to get the melody out. And sometimes I don't always write to music, sometimes I do, it depends. With today's song, I just had a melody in my head already. I didn't need music. I could just have someone write music to that melody that I created. And so see, like, I have a confession. I hate when you say I'm obsessing. Like, so it rhymes, but it's also how I'm feeling. And so it just started based on the idea of having a confession or like confessing stuff, and I wrote that one lyric and it just started like building and building and building, and now I have a whole song out of it. And then I was thinking, I was like, I'm a girl, I'm a teenage girl, and why am I feeling this way? And like, why did I write this song? Why do I have to why am I confessing this stuff? And it all came back down to that I was insecure. So then it was the confessions of an insecure teenage girl. And it's also like a play on words, because like the confessions of a, what is it? Confessions of a Shopaholic or some shit like that. I don't know. There was some movie and it was similar and it made me think of that also. So there can always be wordplay. There can always be, but you have to get based down, like what the chorus is, in my opinion, is the base root of why you're writing this whole fucking song. Like, why? Or what is this whole song summarized? Like, how could you summarize this entire song in a very short amount of words that are catchy? But the rest of them, like, for me, verses and bridges is really where you can shine with your writing abilities. Like, choruses, yes, they have to be good writing, depending on, like, obviously it all has to be good writing, but, like, depending on your genre, choruses for my genre of pop is catchy. It just has to be fucking catchy. And not complete shit lyrics, but, I mean, really, it's not that, like, it's not that deep usually with pop. Like, that's more indie and stuff like that, which is also dope. Which I have some songs like that. I try to make my choruses as deep as I possibly can, because writing for me is deep. And it's hard because they're not always as catchy as I'd like them to be, because it's like I'm trying to fit as much as I can in that, but like you're supposed to condense it. Like how I was taught with writing, like everyone always told me, you write too much. So I learned to like shorten it, like kind of summarize, because I have so much to say that it was more like I was writing a book than a song or like a poem. And that's what I like originally started with. I started writing poetry, but I didn't know it was poetry. It was just how I was feeling, and some words rhymed, some words didn't. And then I was realizing, oh, like I'm writing poetry. How do I make this into a song? And then I started doing melodies, but it was still like the melodies were really weird and didn't sound like songs on the radio to me, because I was like, shit, like why don't they sound like those songs on the radio is my question. And then I figured out, I was like, oh, okay, so I'm writing too much. And it was more of the poem than a song. So then I studied song and songwriting and how you should like verses, pre-chorus, chorus. Like I learned all of that stuff, and then I applied that to my writing, and I just kept building and growing and learning, and now I'm at a point where I'm not perfect, obviously, but my songwriting from where I started at my, here are my adjectives, like saying the wrong, like I said dynamite. That's not even an adjective. Anyways, but like from my songwriting at second grade till now, it definitely has come a very long way. Even from last year, I was a completely different writer than I am currently. And I feel like every song is even different. Like this new song that I'm trying to get out so hard. I'm trying to get this song out for you guys. It's whether I can get it mixed or even if I should get it mixed, because I might do like a raw thing, because it's not like, it's a very personal song. It's not, it's something that I went through. It is catchy and like can be like a fun song to listen to, but it's also just something that really meant a lot to me when I wrote it, and it was traumatic for me to go through and for me to talk about. So I was thinking of maybe doing like a raw version. But for example, that song is so different than the one I wrote today. Like I feel like every single song I write has such a different vibe, and they tell you to have a niche and to stay in one place, like because that's your fan base. And for me, that's so difficult because I don't know what the hell my niche is. I have so much going on in my head. Like I have a million different styles of music in my head. Almost every song I write is so different from each other, and I don't know how to like fit them all together because it's I don't have a niche. I'm all over the place. I want to be rock. I want to be dance. I want to be pop. I want to be indie. I want to be emo. I want to be fucking everything. I want to be whatever the hell I want. And that's so hard for me because it's like, who are my fans? Who are the people that would listen to every song? And it's hard because every song's not gonna be the same. So the people that fucked with one song might not fuck with my other song. So it's difficult for me, and as an artist, like that's something I have to figure out and work on. I don't know why I'm rambling. Anyways, so pretty much the basics of songwriting is think of a topic or something you're dealing with and just let it flow out of you. Like just open up. Like even if you have to start with writing down whatever you're feeling, like whatever the hell you're feeling. Say you're writing about your ex-boyfriend and just write down everything you feel, everything what that happened, everything you felt, and then look at other songs, like songs on the radio, and see how they write, like how short are their verses, how long are their verses. Like think, I know it's hard. Melodies are probably even harder than songwriting. Can't even get into them because they really like you come up with them. Like they just are, you either have music in your head or you don't. And that's like when it comes like with being born as an artist or taught, and being taught is much harder. Like for me, I was born like with fucking songs in my head or something because I was just always singing random songs that didn't exist, and my mom's like, what are you singing? I said, I don't know. Like I always heard music in my head, and I know that sounds like I'm insane, but I genuinely did hear music in my head, and it's weird, but it's fantastic. Like I love music, and I don't know if it was because, like, when I was a baby in my mom's, like, stomach or whatever, like, before I was born, she used to play music, like, tons of different music for me, like, and put it near the belly. Like, she loved music as well, and, like, she wanted me to have that love of music, and I do, and I love almost every kind of music. Actually, I do love every kind. There's not one genre that I can say I don't like anyone in that genre, because I just love music in general. If it makes me feel something, or I can party to it, or it's like anything. Like I love music. So anyway, I gotta stop talking about me. Anyways, so melodies, you either have it in your head or you don't. But lyrics, just write how you're feeling. You can even just write a big like story, and then condense it and kind of make it rhyme, and kind of build from there. Like just test your skills. Like, it doesn't have to be great at first, but if you keep working on it and researching, like, all right, how do I form a song? Well, first you get a verse, then you get a pre-chorus, and then a chorus, then you get another verse, then you get a pre-chorus, chorus, or you can have no pre-chorus, and you just go straight to the chorus, or you can and you have a bridge, and then you have the chorus again, or you can end with like, there's so many endless, like, things you can do with a song. Like, there's not just one structure. There is certain structures for certain genres, I feel like they're not necessary, but like that's the standard for that genre. So I would definitely look into like whatever your genre is, like see how other people in that genre write and like how theirs is set up. The structure is everything when it comes to the writing aspect. Like obviously it has to be meaningful or it has to be fun or whatever, catchy. It has to be all those things, but it also, the structure is the most important because it has to build and it has to have a peak and all this stuff. And that's what I'm really working on, because like I feel like my songs are very, so like some of them can be very anticlimactic for me. So that's something I need to work on, because I just try to get it out and then I don't really think of vocally wise, like, oh, what can I add? What can I change? Like when I write something, it's just out and I'm like, okay. But I really need to start working harder at like the songwriting, at like the structure and like the dynamics and stuff. And that's what I need to like put more effort into, because once I have the lyrics and the melody, I'm like, okay, it's a song. But really it's so much more than that, and so much more effort gets put into it. And like music is fun as fuck, but it also takes a lot of work. So when people say, oh, she's a lowlife and she quit school and she just sits at her house and does nothing all day. No, I write, I do YouTube videos, I do a bunch of stuff to try to propel my career, because it's the only thing I want, like, it's the thing I want most in life. And no matter how much hate I get or how many people dislike my videos or don't like me, I'm still gonna keep going. I'm still gonna make videos. I'm still going to pursue my music. So that it does not affect me. I will not stop until there's a Grammy in my hand. So good luck with trying to bring me down. Like, good luck with trying to make me give up, because that is just never happening. But to those of you that do want to pursue the same thing as I do, I hope this video helped you in some way. Please pursue your dream, whatever that may be. And if it is singing and songwriting, feel free to contact me at any time. I love giving advice or helping fellow artists. Or even just check out your songs or listen to music and be like, hey, that's good. Here, like maybe like giving me advice on like how I could help you make it better or something. I don't know. Or you could help me, like vice versa. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry, I'm sound like shit. I can't even talk anymore. My throat literally hurts. So I'm gonna drink some tea. I hope you guys are all staying well during quarantine. I'm not sick. I'm just sore. Is the best way to put it. So yeah, I hope you guys all stay safe and healthy, and I hope you have a good quarantine. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. All right, bye.